Nice TV, Moshie Wagekeno.
Weroreri wa ceceni ya Nice TV ndagicokereria o ringi oturia tukiuma na kariko sikia thaa 11 nigukorwo ngicokereria thiini wa utuku wa mohoro tukorwo tugithoma maundu maigana na niguo tukorwo tugitwarithia na mbere nderetiria twakorirwo tukiambiriria muthenya wa kiumia iria tukiugaga ni affirmation of women in our life muthenya wa umuthi sa EMMANUEL ni tukiri nake muthenya wa umuthi mundu Jafet abire kumagara hanini no ni agucokereria tugakorwo nake kiumia giukite muthenya wa umuthi agikoririkania maria twakorirwo tugithoma twakorirwo tukihetukira culture thiini wa mutumia maundu maria abatie gukorwo agika tukigerera thiini wa education na maundu mangi maingi mbere ndaya twambe tunyite ugeni mugeni wito wa muthenya wa umuthi. Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Tumefurahi umerudi tena. Yes, tuendelee na our topic.
Yeah.
Yenye tulianza on Sunday.
Kabisa.
So say hi to our viewers and say something to them.
Hello viewers, I hope you had a great week. Nimefurahi kuwa hapa tena and it's great that we can continue learning from one another and just challenging each other to grow and becoming better people, because that's what we're supposed to become.
So if you don't mind, to define the word affirmation and our affirmation to women. Yeah. So would you mind kwa mtu mwenye haku at that time you just explain?
Yes, I'll be able to explain that once again. Affirming, affirmation comes from the word to affirm.
Yes.
And to affirm is to agree with. And I also say that once you affirm, people use affirmations for different reasons. Some people use affirmations when they have goals and they want to attain them. And therefore they use this like saying, I am wealthy, I am healthy. And that, as you continue repeating more and more, it becomes part of you and goes into the subconscious mind. And so the subconscious mind starts articulating that, I'm giving that to you. There is what they call the law of attraction, where it believes in everything, in quantum physics actually, which comes mainly from quantum physics, where everything is energy.
Yeah.
And so as you continue speaking in a certain way, like if you put yourself down most of the time, you will find yourself going down. If you start talking about how poor I am, then you become poor. The moment you start thinking and speaking, oh man, I feel sick, you find yourself getting sick. So because you are affirming that to yourself, but when you get to speak things positively, you put that strength in that, and therefore you are affirming them. So when we come to talking, when we start talking about affirming women, we're getting to a place of saying this is who women are. And as women get to hear this more and more, it goes deep down into their subconscious, and they're able now to become that which has been spoken. It goes on even to your children. When you get to speak affirmatively to your children, then they also start believing in themselves. Umeita mtoto jinga kila mara. Ng'ombe ghasia hii toka hapa. Mtoto anakuwa na tabia zile. But start speaking even to your child and you start saying, man, I believe in you. I know you can do better than this. That sinks into their subconscious mind, and therefore they become that which you've been speaking to them. So this is what affirmation does. Yeah. So when we are getting to a place of affirming women, we are getting to speak things into their lives. Many times these are things that maybe that were not spoken to them, things that they feel within them that I desire to be like this, but because nobody has spoken into them, they still feel like they are in a shell. And it's like a chick that is trying to still come out. So as we speak this, we are helping them hatch out to become everything that they were meant to be.
Thank you very much. Korowe doa kire thiini wa safarira itoria yake hetokire kiumia kihetoku. Wehoka no wakoro kinyita meaning ya affirmation. na co-affirm na affirming affirmation of women in our life no akorwo kinyita maundu macio mothe ririkana kuria nenda-ini cio kinyanĩria kule mwena wa Facebook tukile live ni Nice TV KE Moshi wa Gikeno, Twitter ni Nice TV Kenya, Instagram Nice TV Kenya, YouTube ni Nice TV Kenya. Na baita ndumiriri guhene gifugo mugwanja gifugo imwe mugwanja gifugo igere inya ukorwo gituma ciuria ciaku kiria giothe ungikorwo ukiuria muthenya wa umuthi tugukorwo tugigucokeria kiumia tukihituku tukorirwo tugitigira thiini wa education na tugikorwo tugithoma maundu maigana na muthenya wa umuthi ndirenda tukorwo tukiingira thiini wa relationship kimenya wira wa mutumia thiini wa what do we call relationship na Gikuyu ogire kufundithia Gikuyu
ekufundithia kinjire relationship petagwo atia Gikuyu
riu ritwa ni rero in a relationship tukimenya mutumia niki akoragwo sasa. I want us to start with this. We have men and women.
Yes.
So nilikuwa napitia something that was written by Alice something, the other name sikumbuki, but akasema men are so are self-oriented. So what are the roles of men and women in a relationship?
We need to realize that again we are coming into a place that the roles today you find them so mixed up. Because at first we're living in a very liberal society, but we were living in a very patriarchal society. And by saying patriarchal, it is where men led. Men were taken to be people of esteem, and men were considered to be above every other. You could find a little boy, but as long as he's been considered, okay, he's gone through the rites of passage, they will be considered a man and be given, if they had an elder sister, they will be given a place of prominence compared to the sister, even though the sister was older. But we're coming to a more liberal, and we're actually there, because the society is more liberal compared to like even a decade ago, 2 decades ago, and even, let's say, even the 70s and the 80s, where in Kenya especially, where we started seeing more women becoming vocal, getting into politics more and all that. So we're going to challenge more about like the patriarchal things and say like, one, there is that which is core that a woman really wants. Because genetically a woman still remains to be a woman. She will still want to be loved. She will still want to be understood. She will still want to be nurtured. Okay? And just like I said, as my parting shot last week, I said that men should consider their women as a garden. And if you water your garden, it will blossom. So the roles here are still almost similar, because naturally the women have not changed much. It's only that some of the roles are coming up. When a woman is leading her own home with children, because we have the issue about single mothers, which was not there in our African traditional homes, because mwana are waitora. But today now, because we're living where the women are taking charge of their homes, then they assume some of the male roles in their homes. So getting to this, I will say this. It's true men are assertive, but you will find women that are assertive. It's true men are go-getters, but then we still find women that are go-getters. What comes when it comes to relationships, you as a man has a lot to do, because you are like the captain. As a captain, I see my wife, I see maybe my girlfriend is going to be talking openly about the things that she is facing, or she knows how to talk about things. She was taught maybe from her home, do not let anybody despise you. She will tell you. As I left this place last Sunday, I met a friend of mine, she's a lady, and we started talking. And part of the stories that I had is that we still have macho men, chauvinistic men, who are out there to say, mimi nikitoka kazini, nitaenda nikae chini, I'll be watching maybe TV, I'll read my newspaper. Bibi hata kama ametoka TV, atanifutia viatu, aende akanipikie, na akuje. You know? And she was like, I told off this guy that was trying to tell me this. Because she's been empowered. She knows who she is in her life. And therefore when she speaks like this, this other guy is said to have said, Maze, I think you're too vocal. But men need to come to that place of understanding that even if a woman is vocal, you are what they call the thermostat. You are the one that will regulate the temperature into all the ways that she is doing. Because a woman has never changed about her expectation of what a man is. She wants a man who will lead. That assertiveness is something that she is expecting. But she's also expecting that this man will be able to also be gentle with her. So as a man, how are you going to do this? It's by you still considering your place has not been taken away, but acknowledging this is her personality, and then take it. Do not generalize it. Do not come up with, oh, women nowadays are like this, but tackle each person individually. So what is the role of the woman in a relationship? She is there. Can I say, maybe reverse it? They talk about reverse psychology. Can I reverse it somehow? A woman will trigger you to be, for you to become even better than what you are. A woman will check you. The checking ile ni kama draft. Anapiga yake, unapiga yako. And she's just trying to see, are you the kind of a man that I want in my life? You know? And in this, you will lose it as a man. When you try saying, oh, you will know that I am a man. She already knows you're a man. But maybe get to a place of wanting to understand how then, what did you want in this? What did you mean by this? And therefore then it boils down to how do we communicate? Because in communication, therefore then it goes to different levels of communication. And therefore then the depth of your communication will bring out her roles properly. But still, a woman is still the same caregiver. A woman is still going to be the mother of your children. And at times you will actually get to live, maybe you may, there was a time that we were talking about men losing. Sometimes you find the woman is the sole breadwinner. And it doesn't make you any less of a woman. Sometimes she will take that. But understand that as a man, this is my responsibility. Usikae tu chini. No, same because she's doing it, wacha nikae chini. You are losing your place as a man. But even if a woman comes there to compliment you, not to compete with you, she comes to compliment you. It is you and your responsibility as a man to help her compliment you and not feel like she's competing with you.
So do men need women to come to their dreams?
Many times, yes. Yes, because, and okay, and also no. I like going back to the Bible. And Paul gets to some places and he says, for those of you that are married, that's actually 1 Corinthians chapter 7. For those of you that are married, live as married. For those of you that are single, no, live as if you were not. But for those of you that are single, I would rather that you stay single. All right? So, in some place, and because everybody has their own calling, you might have been called into celibacy, and that is a life of singlehood. If you go getting married, you will never meet and achieve your goals. That is for both men and the women. But I have seen again in the book of Timothy, either 1st or 2nd Timothy, where Paul is saying, if anybody wants to become a leader within the church, there must be a husband of one wife. Okay?
Yeah.
So in that way, because therefore the woman, there is something that a woman brings into your life. Okay?
Yeah.
So, and look at many of the, I'm reading right now, the book, The Millionaire Mind.
Yeah.
Right? And as you look at most of the successful millionaires actually within this book, as it says that these people, it's only less than 13% that are not married. In the success,
Yeah.
they didn't start out as millionaires. It's not that they inherited a huge chunk of money from their parents or somebody that they know, but these people started building up their lives. And as they continue building up in their relationship with their spouses, they were able to continue becoming, and they got to a place that they became millionaires. And they are saying that in one of the statements, it says this: let nobody get to lie to you that having a family will actually stop you from achieving your goals. It actually enhances that. And this is a millionaire mind that people, the writer of the book says, I will encourage people to get this.
Yeah.
So a woman will actually do that. Because a woman, Miles Monroe, I think I was sharing with you last week, and I said, or the week before as we were preparing for this,
Yeah.
and I said, Miles Monroe, a very great teacher that passed a couple of years ago, a biblical teacher that passed away a couple of years ago, he said, a woman, there's nothing else that you can be compared to a woman, because a woman is a multiplier. You go to the supermarket,
Yeah.
you do the shopping, mulete unga, anakuletea chapuna ugali,
Chapuna ugali.
na kamboga kako pale. You see?
Yeah.
You go to a woman, it is your wife. You give her the seed. 9 months down the road,
Yeah.
you have a baby. She has multiplied that single seed that you gave
Yep.
with a single seed that met hers, and she has multiplied that to have somebody with actually, is it the 42 chromosomes? And
Yeah.
there it is, you know, a new person. She's multiplied the cell, single cell that you gave. Now, let's get to this. Give a woman trouble.
My trouble.
It applies. So, a woman will help you either succeed, a good woman will help you succeed. A woman that you do not know how to deal with will bring you down. Couple of people, many people have been brought down by women, but it is because they chose not to walk in integrity. But when you choose to walk in integrity and you walk with your spouse, right, man, you go in places. Yeah.
So in the world that we are living, unapata bibi anasema pesa zake ni zake, zako ni zako, zako ni zenyu sasa nyukiwa pamoja. So what should a woman contribute in a relationship?
This again boils down to the two of you. Okay? Because when you came together, hakuna mwingine alikuwa pale when you said yes to one another. Alikuwa na mwingine? Hapana. So before a woman actually gets to say yes to you, she's already known what she wants. And many of the women you hear say that pesa yako ni yetu na yangu ni yangu. It's either they were brought up in a family that they saw that. Or secondly, you as a man have shown her some ways that you're not going to be supportive of her. Maybe she does not have that thinking that you're there in a long time.
Yeah.
And so she's trying to put her roots deeper in a way that in case of anything, then I'll be able to move on. But here's the thing, the contribution of a woman is her sensitiveness into that. And again, you as a man, you are the one, I said you are the thermostat. You look at this room, it's becoming hot. It's you to go regulate that temperature and lower it. You think that this room is becoming cold, you go regulate the temperature. Learn how to live with your woman. And this is, and I'm saying, when I say woman, it's because people are living with their girlfriends, people are living with their wives. The common denominator here is that they are women. So it's your responsibility as a man to know, how do I move with her? And as time goes by and she gets to trust you enough, maybe ile yetu ilikuwa yangu ilikuwa ni yangu na yako ni yetu, itakuwa hatuna kitu ya mtu mwingine, yote ni yetu.
Thank you very much. Gwihoka mwiroreri wakwa wa ceceni ya Nice TV ni urathi na mbere na kunyita kiria turagithoma muthenya wa umuthi thiini wa utuko wa mohoro. Ngwiraga haha niho ukoragwo ukimenya maundu ma muturire thiini wa miaka ino turatura na thiini wa bururi uyu witu uria maundu makoragwo maikaire. Ndie kana nja wa bururi makora mahanaine the same.
It depends.
Kenya and America.
That depends.
Texas.
Ohio.
So, Maria de Wotagina na kuthoma muthenya wa umuthi. My next question is, we have the mature women na tuko na wengine wenye wadogo au wengine wane some of them wanasemanga wanaingia in a relationship kwenda kutafuta watoto. But you have the mature women. What do they look in a relationship?
What are they looking for? One of the things with the mature women is that ni kama mtu akiingia boli with the smaller women, you know. Akiingia kwa uwanja, watataka kwenda ni ile pupa, wanapupa kama kufunga mabao. Unaona? So na uwanja Waswahili husema kwamba cheza boli vilivyo, maana yake uwanja mdogo. So as you're playing ball and as you're trying to see how one of the how they play ball is totally different from the younger ones. A mature woman has had her heart broken a couple of times. She looks at you and she knows maybe the lies that you're going to tell her, and she's already prepared. She's been in this game for too long, and she's gotten tired of it. And for those that want to settle down, they won't beat about the bush. They will tell you, I want to settle down. For those that want to be single, you go to that kind of a woman and they will tell you, hey, understand this. I want to still remain single, and if you will be, you'll just become a friend with benefits. So understand these things. So with mature women, they have already made up their mind about what they want to be. And because they are already pursuing certain goals that are different and particular to each person. So it is always good to understand these basic things. This is somebody that has experienced life. This is somebody that has experienced relationships. This is somebody that knows where they want to go. This is somebody that if you ask them, what therefore do you want from me? Do not just make assumptions just because you think, oh, I'm the man here. I'll be dragging her the way I want. Understand that she has also made up her mind about the way she wants to live, the standard of living that she wants. So for you as a man, whatever she will tell you is getting to understand that, how do I cooperate with her? Because if you have loved her, she is mature. She knows what she wants. Maybe she even has a career. She has a business, maybe, and every other thing, her education. Okay? So what does she want from you? She wants somebody that will complement her vision for life. Can you become that? Will you complement that in her life? And then she comes in and complements you. Note this. I'm not saying complete you because you are coming into this complete. She is coming into this complete. You are coming to complement each other. Where she is weak, you are strong. Where you are weak, she is strong.
Yeah.
And in that way, then you can be able to balance your life and move towards
So
success.
should young ladies wait until they are mature to get married? So waache kukimbilia hiyo joto.
What is mature?
Huh?
What is, you know, many times some words are very relative.
Yeah.
Okay? You will find, I love my sister. She is about two years and 4 months younger than I am. But this girl is one person, she is one of my best friends. And this is one person that I go to and ask questions about, what do you think about this? She matured before me. Okay? And in my 20s, she got to a place that I was very playful. And she would say, stop being childish. And that would hit me. But I look at her and the way she is talking today and the way we talk to one another, I see a lot of maturity from a very tender age. So there are women that you will find that are mature even at a very tender age. They will speak things that you will wonder, where did this come from? I never saw this like this. Again, as we were beginning this program, I said this.
Yeah.
I will challenge men's perceptions. Because if you're not going into a relationship with a teachable spirit and a heart that is willing to learn, then you will lose a lot of things. You will not be able to get so much from that relationship. Okay?
Yeah.
And nowadays, the ladies are coming to a point where, oh, we're not moving in, we're not headed in the right direction or the same direction. We do not have the same visions. See ya, bye-bye. You know? They're not afraid of parting from you. But if you can get to that place, then as long as a lady is at that legal age to get married, and they are, one, mentally mature, physically mature, financially mature, can she be able to budget?
Yeah.
Can she be able to keep some even for a rainy, like for a sunny day or a rainy day, whatever it is? Can she be able to take care of these simple things that are found in the home? You know, if she finds this, then the last question that I will ask is this: is she ready to consider you as a husband? Because when she gets to that home, she will be under somebody. If she's an independent woman, or she considers herself independent, hakuna mtu anaweza kaniambia mimi mwanaume aweze kaniambia kitu, atachapwa makofi, utatandikwa makofi nani. Now it will be to your own mistake as a lady. So it's good, yes, to wait for the right time, but nobody gets to tell you this is the right time. Even though some people get pushed by parents in a way, kiotaraona ngani yale hale Muthoni wa ngani yale idem dali thutha wa kushukuru, you know, parents get to na niona tari trashmani dia na Muthoni na nani na twana tuthaka. That's a hint already. So get that. Do not be too late, because also there is the biological clock that is moving. And as you get children as a woman, when you are a little bit older, there are more complications only for you, but for the unborn child. So at the right time, at the right moment, do this.
If you want to know a wife material, nampeleka supermarket, akichukua hizo vitu tamu huko.
Unajua ni mtoto.
Ni umesema sio mimi. Ndio jafika kuwa wife material. Yeah, but akikuwa unga, ajui uko sawa naye. Atafanya wewe ukue fike place ushakuwa.
But pia ni kuchunga. Ni kuchunga pia mumeenda hivyo super anaweza kachukua hizo zote. but ndani ya roho yake anafikiria ile huyu wacha niingie kwa hiyo nyumba.
Testing the waters.
Yeah.
So my next question, to talk to a woman as a wife, we get to a woman as a mother. So what are some of the roles of a woman as a mother? Yeah.
The role of a woman as a mother, this is one of the most incredible roles. You could be single, a single mother, or you could be married. But the first role, just like you incubated that baby for the 9 months, you took care of it, you nurtured it while it was in the womb. It is also your responsibility to take care of that baby, like give that baby care, you know, to nurture them, give them, breastfeed them and all that. Start teaching them. Children, if you observe women as mothers, as they even breastfeed their children, they look into their eyes. And as they're looking into their eyes, sometimes you hear them coo and hey baba, mama, kunywa. You see, as you do this and as you're speaking softly, you're imparting something into that child. And as you do this and you continue speaking things that are building into a child or into that baby, you're creating a bond with that baby. Then the next place, the first thing a child gets to learn first is from a mother. Because the moment they're born, the first thing the mama puts, it's the hand of the mother that brings them there. And as the child continues growing, then the mother is amongst the first people to help her sit, anamwekea zile tu pillow huku ama tu mashuka katoto kanaanza. And women are very observant. So they've taken a role of a nurturer, then it is in them that they are looking at things. And it will be very easy for a woman to say, because they're spending time. And as women spend more time with their children, then they get to impart a lot more. It is not to say that there is no place for the father, because as a man, you continue loving your woman, your wife, your girlfriend, even if you come to a point that you're having children, then understand this. She will extend that to the children. Again, a woman is a multiplier. You bring trouble to her, she multiplies it to the children. But if you continue loving her, then she will be able to extend that to the children. You place as a father, come and enhance, come and empower, come put more, like, muhimize. Encourage her. And as you encourage her, she's becoming better at it. I have seen first-time mothers who get to a place, mtoto ndio huyu amelia ameshindwa ni vipi, naye anaanza kulia ameshindwa ni vipi anafanya. And then unasikia mwanaume ametoka panela anamwambia nini, kwa nini una akili wewe mwanamke? You know. But as you come do this, grab the baby. Help them out. This woman will get to that place of even telling you stuff. Oh, you see, kulikuwa na hivi na hivi. Because she cares also about the child. And therefore she will continue even nurturing that child, going to school, mtoto akianza kutembea, mtoto ameanza kusema dada mama, you know? As you say these things, they are taking that place in the society, and that's why most of the children, either boys or girls, you find them confiding to their mothers. But when a woman fails to get that interaction with the children, you find the children also start like avoiding them as they grow. They will say, unaweza kukuta kama mtu ni kama miaka 3 lakini kamekuwa independent kivyake. Na kanaanza kutembea tu kivyake, kanaenda kucheza huko, mama akimuita, anambia wewe kuja. Anamwangalia kwanza hivi unless asikie ni kiboko. But if you continue, because children learn from you the first basic stuff in life. those formative years, they learn most of it from the mothers. And then with the help of their fathers, and as fathers come into this, then they get to help nurture this child to become a complete human being.
And so connect that question with this, the role of a mother to her child.
Now, those are some of the roles, like, yes, kumvisha akiwa mdogo, definitely ile kumvisha, kumosha, kupika chakula, ile kazi za nyumbani ziko. And as she does all these things, a child is showing, what a mother is showing is her caring side. I'm doing this because I care. Otherwise, angeliwaacha na njaa. But as a child grows, a mother becomes the first counselor that this child will ever find. An advisor, a friend, and somebody to confide in the issues that pertain to life.
So gwihoka no urathi na mbere na guthoma maria turagithi na mbere na kwaririria muthenya wa umuthi tukiuma thiini wa relationship tukimenya wira wa mutumia thiini wa kihiko. Relationship ni kihiko. Ni kihiko.
I disagree. Kihiko ni marriage.
Relationship ni wendo. Relationship ni nini?
That's somebody. You can relate to another man. Na kiuti kihiko. Ni ule muraiguithania, ni kuiguithania. Mutuone kana kuiguana.
But unaona yetu tunaangalia relationship.
But then it's
kihiko.
Yes, we are looking at that.
Tulikuwa in marriage.
We were talking about kihiko, yes.
So, I'm correct. Tare tokoroge tutumira ndemereria ugitwira relationship ni kihiko ka niki koroge twira hau kwera ya mwena wa Facebook ni Nice TV KE mushi wa gikena twira Nice TV Kenya, Instagram Nice TV Kenya na YouTube Nice TV Kenya, namba ya ndemereri guhe ifogo mugwanja gifogo imu mugwanja gifogo gifogo igire inyana tutoke in a relationship. We get into leadership. We see some of the roles of women in leadership. Umesema a woman is a multiplier. So that means the counties that zikona women as leaders will do something.
It is expected.
It
is expected that they do better, yes.
Okay. Talking about politics, what are some of the benefits of a woman in leadership?
One, a woman is still endowed intellectually, just as a man is. Taita Taveta has had Naomi Shaban for a very long time. I look up to Naomi Shaban in many ways. And as a mother, she became one of the best leaders for the Coast Province. And I am also interacting with another woman leader, Nazlin Umar Rajput. And this is another very vocal woman. But as she comes into leadership, she is not holding any national position, you know, but in the way that she speaks from the issues that are affecting women in their homes. When women get, they are a very good balance, because they talk about when a man is oppressed, they will talk about that, because they know definitely it's going to trickle down to affect the woman. When a woman is in leadership, again, they use their compassion from their heart and that which they are given naturally by God, that they are able to also use that. Right? In the places, just the other day, the president was in Homa Bay. And the Homa Bay governor is actually a woman. And I started reading some of the things that this governor was writing. And I was like, wow, she is there. You know? I am hoping that as we come to the end of these 5 years, we will get to see that there is more that women have done. In past regime, yes, there were some women that were even governors and all that. And there were accusations and all that. But let's also understand that sometimes men look at women and they want to start pulling them down. But if we give women the chance to still take up leadership and support them, because they're not doing this for themselves. And leadership comes from God first. So getting this authority is not that they abdicate that. The Meru governor is a woman. And a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks ago, pictures came out of her and her husband at home. When she's out there, she's the boss. But when she comes back home, she's a wife. A great example. So when women are given leadership positions, when women exercise their leadership, there are more things that even the society gets to see. It's like looking at a coin from one side, but getting this, then you see somebody that has the other side of the coin. You see somebody that is experienced in knowing what the other side of the coin has been doing, and now they want to bring something else on the table pertaining to leadership.
So what does it mean to be a woman in leadership?
It is with meaning, oh God, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. What does it mean to be a woman in leadership? I think the vision that drives a woman to get, to want to go into leadership, whether it's in organizations or companies and all that, there is a motivation deep down in them. And different women have different motivations. Last week, Japheth said here, and I will quote what he said, there is the saying that says, what a man can do, a woman can do better. And that is like a saying that came about because they wanted to show women that you don't need to despise yourself. But here is my belief. Most of the things a man can do, a woman can do. And still, it can be vice versa. Because when we start thinking about life as a place of competition and not complementing, I would like to emphasize on that more than anything else. When we get to think about life, I'm competing against somebody else and not about me actualizing that which is in my potential to do, then I am getting to a place that I'm losing out on everything. So when as a woman in leadership, they will be able to say, like, this is what motivated me to see, like to get into leadership. I saw the inequality or imbalance in this, and then I said, why can't I come and bring my thoughts about this? And the only way maybe I thought is maybe getting into this kind of leadership. And as we think, in most of them, it's like, it's not about like, and I'm basing this on Kenya. It is not that they're doing this so that they can show men that I can be better than you. Most of the thing that drives them is that you will find that talking about family. I saw the way women were being treated, and I wanted to bring my voice into this and just to bring it in a different way. I saw how girls were falling out of, like falling away from school and all that, dropping out of school, and I thought there is a way that we can do this, and the only way to do this is to bring some effect when I'm in leadership. And you see, as they speak these things, they're speaking about the heart of the society. It is not for us as men to start fighting them, but looking them, hearing them, and not just hearing from the top, and looking at the authority because that nafikiria atatukalia. Apana, how do we become supporters of this person that wants to change the society? Because in the end, leadership is about making something, looking at something that is there, and then trying to see how do I make it even better in the future.
So you can see our time is almost up. I want us to finish with this question. What are some of the women empowerment in leadership?
What are some of the things that we can do to empower women in leadership?
Yeah.
Let's encourage more and more of our girls to take up leadership positions, both from primary, high school, and even in colleges and universities. Let's encourage our girls to do that. Because many, and this is your responsibility first as a family, but even more as fathers, let's encourage our daughters to become everything that they were meant to be. Let's encourage them to go into leadership. Be the best that you can be in the field that you're pursuing. Hey, tell your daughters that I believe in you. You can do this. And as we do this, we're putting this in them. By the way, the first, psychologists say this, that the first love a girl has is her father. Okay? You become the first love as a father that she will ever get to be in. And so as you love your daughter and as you encourage her to be everything that she was meant to be, she will get to that place. So as a father, encourage your daughters. Be there for them. Let them get to that place of believing in themselves. And as they believe in themselves, they will start changing the scopes of leadership. They might not become presidents, but in generations to come, we may have another Salif Johnson Kenya.
Thank you very much. Gwihoka togo koroto geterera Salif Johnson. Uko fororine wa Kenya tugetigire maundu ni maikara na njireria yagirire. Tongoria wa rumia dena ma ni utongoria mwega. Nyonete atongoria atumia na magithie hanene na gutwarithia kiria marakorwo magitongoria nya haria makwenda. I heard that women matikuaga ngoro mahurana na kiria marenda ginyagia makione.
I believe so.
So naona like our topic nika imefika mwisho, but tujafungia maswali. If you have a question utauliza throughout the week, and on Sunday tutakuwa tunazipitia as we continue with the topic that tutaanza that day. Mshokeria gatho, thank you for coming. As long as ataka tukuwa na Jafet huku leo, we have done it. Say something to our viewer, then uambie where we can get you. Wakada man speak. So say something.
Thank you so much for the opportunity of being here once again. And I hope this has been a mind that would challenge men in the scope of their thinking. I hope it has encouraged the women that who are listening and watching. And I'm hoping that as you think of this, most of the times we do this so that then we can start something. It's like a seed that we're planting in you. Let it germinate, let it bear fruit, let it grow and blossom, you know. And there is a better future for our ladies. So I am Emmanuel CHEGE, and on social media you will find me on Facebook, Emmanuel N.CHEGE. And you can also find me still on Facebook with a page that I run, Wakanda Man Speaks. Yes, my number is 0792 196157. God bless you, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much again for coming, for honoring our invitation. Kimushokeria gatho ni nyuma korwo mukirorera tafarira itu ya muthenya wa umuthi ya utuku wa mohoro marithia tukianjanirie na nyue thiini wa tafarira ya ndumo cia gatene thaa 8 kimuoya mukiri abata makiria ni undu wa gukorwo mugitirithania nani tugukorwo tugitwarana nawe nyarire ire handa thaa 3:30 ni amucia ke handa thaa 1 gukorwo gigicokereria haha na mangi na maingi maria tugikuhariririe muthenya wa umuthi twina andiki aitu a mohoro ngoro ngikumenyithia maria magitinda makihanika uyu niguo muthenya mukoragwo mukinyu na makiria nyamu throughout the week matikoragwo makinyona. So I use this opportunity gukorwo ngimwariria nginyagia mugikene mukiganie gukinyona wiki ngima. Katho monya ngukorwo ngicokereria cikihanda thaa imwe ni ria kwa njitikaga Jose Wa Muthoni.
Urera Nice TV.